Hello everybody, it's the Harbinger, this is Wingspan, we're playing it on Steam, and this is our opening hand. Not too much to shout hooray for here. Atlantic Puffin is a great bird, but it's a little bit too expensive to keep in the opening hand. It doesn't work well with any of the round and goals because it only has one egg capacity. It's a star nest, but star nest doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's just too expensive to take in opening hand. California Condor is not good enough either. It doesn't cost food, but it doesn't give us anything of a resource advantage, and we really want that in the early game. Turkey Vulture, well, it's kind of the same thing as the California Condor. It doesn't cost anything. Gives us resource advantage if the opponent plays Predators. If the opponent doesn't play Predators, we just tough out luck, play the 1-point bird for nothing. Chimney Swift is somewhat playable in the base game. It's the best thing available here, maybe since it's not really too many other choices, but it's really expensive, so we do need to get some to get a worm, so we don't overpay for this guy. I'm gonna take these two foods and have a look at the bird tray before we decide what we're going to do else. And ooh, chicken sparrow and pie-bill greb. Okay, these two birds are a lot better than what we have available here. If I can get the shipping sparrow, I am really happy. If I can also get the pie-bill greb, I'm also decently happy. If I can only get one of them, I think I prefer the shipping sparrow over the pie-bill greb. But if I only get the pie-bill greb, I'm not too disappointed either. This guy will help us look at so many more cards that we're really happy. So I'm gonna take the grain, hoping we can get this guy as well. But yeah, maybe we don't need the Chimney Swift if we are going for that then. What's in the here? Falconer or bird counter? I am going to go for Falconer here, since we're already taking the Snowy Egret. Then this guy becomes a 6-pointer for 1 food. That's actually pretty decent, so I don't hate that. Also, Burrowing Owl can be picked up. It's a star nest, decent egg capacity, and it's a predator. So yeah, I like this. I like this a lot more than I did just a while ago, given we can pick up either or both of these birds here. Okay, we get the chipping sparrow, it's the priority, so I'm gonna take that. And then the question is, do we also get the pie-bill greb? We are getting the pie-bill greb. Okay, now everything is a lot better. At least I think so. So then we are going to play out the pie-bill greb first. Just in case it comes something here we really want, then we want to be able to activate it and take another card with us at the same time. Chipping Sparrow played out in the forest. We want to have this guy here, since it's an off-habitat egg layer, meaning that we can get both food and eggs in the same habitat, which is really powerful. And that means we can utilize this to get another worm now. Then we can lay an egg on this pie-bill greb, and we're working towards working ourselves towards the round and goal here. Now I'm gonna put the Chimney Swift here in the forest, grasslands, sorry. And I'm going to utilize the trick where we can fly this guy over to the forest and start getting 2 food out of this habitat here. So we're gonna move you over here, and the thing we did here is we got 2 birds into the forest without paying any eggs, and that's a neat little trick for us there. We could pick up this Anahinja. It's an 8-pointer for 2 food. It's a little bit hard for us to say that we want to do that when we can play out the Snowy Egret already, and then we get even more cards when we do that. I think that's the better option here. Take these foods, keep the Swift in keep the swift in habitat here, lay another egg there, and just plan to play the snowy egret next turn here. There will be more predators we can play for pretty cheap. For example, this broad-winged hawk. And yeah, if they are there after I come back to my next turn, I'll pick up both the broad-winged hawk and the wood stork. Now it's a decent time to play these bonus cards birds again, and this is just a very cheap 6-pointer for us to play. That will replace the chimney swift at the level 2 here. So pick up these 2 birds and roll for some free points. Awesome. Peregrine falcon and red duck. Red duck doesn't need it. We already have the piebald grab, so yeah. We are just gonna toss you away. Yes. Morning dove is same as shipping sparrow, really good because it lets you get eggs outside the forest. Now we need to try to plan a little bit about where we are going with this game. I think the Peregrine Falcon is a really good play, and I think we might consider playing it out in the grasslands. That's where there are so many egg tasks coming up here that I think just planning for laying eggs in birds are decent. This chipping sparrow ain't gonna cut it for that. So I think the thing we will do is we will take some food, move the chimney swift over here. Then we're gonna take some cards some time after we play the Savannah Sparrow and the Peregrine Falcon out here. And then we can move the swift over here, and then we can lay 4 eggs at once if we so want to. And at some point we're gonna forcibly get this guy stuck because spending energy to move him around isn't necessarily the optimal thing to do long term always. So let's move you over to the wetlands and put some eggs into you, since we want eggs in that kind of nest type, down the road. And now currently we'll play out the broad-winged hawk. And ideally we'd pick up two rodents this turn. It's gonna be really hard since there are none of them there, but we're allowed to hope. There's one at least. And let's give you more of the correct eggs. We can overpay to lay both of these birds now. Is that something I am willing to do? We're gonna need more food down the road to play the wood stork, and we do already have the fish, so overpaying to play this guy when we already need the same food to play this guy is really bad. So I just think we're going to take 2 more food here. We still have 1 more turn afterwards to play out these 2 birds here. We're also going to want to fill up this grasslands forest with eggs for the final round and goal. And now we just play out 2 more birds so we can guarantee that we win this round and goal here. That's the Savannah Sparrow. Pay you with... Inca Dove has a lot of targets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets for you. That's actually good enough. We should probably keep that around to make that happen. And yeah, cool. Western Meadowlark is a really good egg layer, but it's a little bit late to pick it up and play it out for a 2-pointer. We would need to activate it 3 times for it to be worth 8 points. so it's not really worth picking up now. It does lay eggs into the correct nest types. I think it's better just to play something out and take it from there. So what we can do is we can pick up cards here just so we can be able to move the chimney swift over here, and then we can spend the extra cards we take to get more food if that is something we want. I think I like the basic idea of that, and I'm also going to sack some of the eggs we don't need just to get even more resources here. You're going to the forest, and do we like the meadowlark or don't we like the meadowlark? It does put eggs into the correct nest types, and it also has a lot of space for those eggs. And the opponent has a decent lead. The opponents are also going to get those eggs, and they have a lot of space for those eggs. So yeah, it's not going to help us. It's not going to help us win this round and goal enough. So I don't think we bother with this guy. And we got two pretty good other birds instead. So at least point-wise, they're decent. Don't know if we're gonna prioritize playing them out, but it might be the good thing to do. Now we need another rodent. We need to keep the grains. I guess we can take 2 cherries and play out the hermit thrush at some point. It gives us more egg space in the forest, gives us another star nest. Neither of these are predators. We could maybe have taken the bard. Oh, it's a 5-pointer. And you don't want to play 5-pointers and pay 2 eggs for them. Yeah, I'm just going to sack the flickerer to try to get another rodent here. Awesome, we got that. I think we have picked up all the birds we care to pick up. We don't have any good way to cycle cards, so we just have to make do with the cards we have. We can easily play the wood stork and the Inca dove out of the food we have. Then the question is, do we also want to play the Wilson snipe? I don't think we want to do that. That's like that's a 3-point action. While if we move the swift over here, play the Inca dove, then we have a guaranteed 4-point action we can always play. So then it would have to be like we have to play the hermit thrush and stuff for free without taking food for it to be better. So I think we move the swift over to here now, just to make the grasslands action better down the line. Then we will put eggs into the correct nest type for this round and goal. I don't think it's gonna matter long term, but it is what it is. And then we're gonna get 9-point birds. Hello. Does that change anything? We can play you out for 8 points here, 7 points here. There are 2 cherries here. Yeah, and you're a star nest, so you're also gonna get another egg from the Inca dove. Yeah, it's really good. And then we can activate once more and get enough cherries to play the hermit thrush. Yeah, I feel it's gonna be good enough here, so we're gonna do that. Put eggs into the correct nest types. So we are gonna do this, make sure that all of these have room when the Inca dove comes down, and we also need to play out the wood stork and just find out what kind of bonus card the final bonus card is. But yeah, I really like to play out these high scoring birds when you have the opportunity. And we do have way too many cards, so we can very freely afford to sack, for example, the Wilson Snipe here to draw more stuff here. Now we need if we had one more cherries, we would have been really happy, but we didn't get that. So we do need at least one worm for this guy if we play him. Let's also take one more worm for the wood stork and a rodent for good measure. Put eggs into correct nest types. Let's see, how are we doing here? Opponent has 8, we can't beat them, so we don't need to care about that. I think we play out this wood stork here and see what the final bonus card is. It's platform builder. Yeah, that works very well for me. That's just 7 points out of the box there. Awesome. Okay, now we don't have any more predators we can play. Yeah, we're not picking up any more cards. The only question we need to ask ourselves: are we playing the Hermit Thrush before we're playing the Inca Dove, or are we not doing that? We can already overpay to play you out, so you are playing the Inca Dove now. Activating here gives us these 4, maybe 5-point actions, while playing the Hermit Thrush first is a 5-point action, so let's just do that. And the only thing we need to do is make sure we're not playing with this grain. And yeah, eat these eggs. And for good measure, let's just double check that playing the Inca Dove actually makes sense here. Playing Inca Dove gives us 2 points, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think an 11 points play is decent, even though we have to pay two eggs to make it happen here. Stroop. And then the name of the game is just put as many eggs into the forest as possible and hopefully eat a few birds along the way. And yeah, I think this was a very decent playthrough based on the cards and opportunities we were offered. We should have a decent score at the end of this round there. Now we did spend 2 turns in the early game just drawing a single card. I don't know necessarily how powerful those 2 actions were. Maybe those stripped us of a little bit of endgame power here, but we did have 43 points over here, so I think we should have at least 100. It's gonna be exciting to see here. 102. Okay, not the best game we have played here, and I think the reason it wasn't that good is that we spent a lot of time in the early game picking up very low scoring birds, but the piebald grab and the chipping sparrow, they were really helpful for us to set up the rest of the game so that we could have a good shot at getting to the 100 points there. Also, we did have a lot of luck with the wood stork picking up a bonus card we already had done there. Yeah, chipping sparrow is a really good bird. The fact that you can lay eggs in the forest with this guy is just so good. A chipping sparrow and a random other bird in the forest is on par with like the power level of a raven, because after the activation of that habitat you end up with 2 food and a single egg, which is like having a raven here and a random bird elsewhere. Then you can take two eggs, eat one of the eggs and get 2 food. The raven is better because it can give you precise food, but the chipping sparrow is a lot cheaper and helps you helps you set up your engine a little bit faster, given that you don't have to spend a lot of time picking it up from the tray. Now, if I had known that the opponent wouldn't pick these cards, I think I'd play out this Snowy Egret first, maybe. Then we could have played this guy out. We could have laid eggs onto him and then spent an action sacking an egg, picking up both of these two birds we wanted. Then we would have had a little bit more resources available to us over the course of the game than we had, since we just spent 2 turns picking up single cards. But overall, I think we did really well. And just like an example of how this game could have been if we had these 2 guys in the opening hand instead of the cards we had, we wouldn't have needed to spend 2 turns picking up those 2 cards. Then we would have had 2 more actions available to us in the end game, so that would have been like 10 more points, maybe at least 8. But one of times this Peruvian Falcon hits, so that's 9, and maybe we can, instead of doing that, play out like the Blooding Warbler or something. So opening hand luck has a lot of impact of how you can do, but Wingspan is a game about doing stuff with the opportunities that are presented to you. And with that, I will say thank you guys for watching. It's been Harbinger. We're playing Wingspan. We're playing it on Steam, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.